Hey guys, it's Carrie Marie here, and I want to help you let go of your past so that in 2019 you can begin or continue to create the life that you truly desire and that you also truly deserve. Now, tonight I'm speaking at a New Year's Eve event in meditation, and so I'm using this as sort of practice for that, but also I want to share this information with my viewers and with my subscribers because I think it's really important and I think it's really going to help. I've done a lot of soul searching in the last few days to prepare for this, and I feel the Spirit has guided me and given me some great information to share. So if you're still watching, what I would do is grab a journal and a pen, or just some paper and a pen, because you might want to write some of this down. Okay, I'm making this as practical as possible. And folks, I know there's a lot of information on YouTube, there's a lot of videos you click on, you watch the whole thing, and you don't really feel like you have real information that you can put into action, right? There's so many videos nowadays where they want you to buy something more or click on this and then go here, and it's really a huge waste of your time, okay? That is not how I operate. That kind of thing drives me crazy, actually. I really want to give you information that you can actually use, you can actually apply to your life. It is my passion to do so. Okay, so let's begin. I want to start out with what I call a canvas metaphor, okay? So this is something I painted about a year ago when I was getting back into painting, and I just really wanted to motivate myself and put something on the canvas, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it because I feel like I can do better. I feel like, it's kind of childish. I used to be in advanced art when I was in junior high and high school, and so, it used to come very, very easy to me to make extremely good drawings and paintings. But then I took a huge break of like 12 years or more, and then this is what I came up with when I was trying to just get back into it. Okay, so this ties in because what I want you to realize is we need to first acknowledge what we've created. Okay, this is representing our lives, or my life at this point. Okay, this is what I have. I'm not completely happy with it. Okay, I don't hate it. Like, there's things that I like I like the color scheme, I like, a little bit of the bark that I had going on here. I like some of the blending here, I think is pretty cool. But all in all, I'm just really not happy with it, and I want to make something more, okay? Now this may be how your life is, okay? You might like some things about it. I'm sure you like some things about it, but there might be a lot of things that you really don't like. So the very first step, and you might want to write this down, into being a conscious creator, okay, and being a sovereign creator, is you have to take responsibility for your creations, okay? So your life, how it is right now, is the way that it is because you created it that way, okay? A lot of people, they don't want to hear that because they may not like what they're living, and it's easier for them to feel like a victim and feel like this just happened to them, okay? That life is just happening to them, okay? That is a very detrimental part of being a sovereign creator. You have to take responsibility. You have to make the shift. This is the essential shift from victimhood to creatorhood, okay? From victimhood to creatorhood, okay? And when I say this, I don't say this lightly, guys. I've spent many times in my life feeling like a victim, okay? But I learned through that. Through that, I learned that's not a good way to perceive yourself. Because when you place yourself in that victim role, you take all of your power away. Okay? You basically say, like, I'm powerless, I'm this weak thing that has no control over what happens sorry, I'm just like stuttering today, over what happens to me, okay? Do you want to be that victim? It's okay if you do, but just realize there's a lot that comes with that, okay? You're gonna create out of a space of victimhood, and you might not like what that attracts to you, okay, via the law of attraction. So what I would suggest is take full responsibility for everything you've created this far, okay? Don't be afraid to step up and go, you know what? My life may be shitty right now, but I created it. I made choices. Your whole life is a conglomeration of choices that you made to get to where you are now, okay? And a lot of those happened because of subconscious things, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So basically, you really want to take responsibility, okay? So even if you have to spend the next few days just literally going, you know what? I created this. No matter what, everything I see, all the relationships that I have, I created this, okay? Even the relationship, even your family, you created it because you actually chose your family before you were even born, okay? It was in your birth plan that you planned out to learn certain lessons. So there are no victims, so you have to take full responsibility for that. That's number one. Okay, after that, you have to realize, well, in order to do that, actually, you have to stop blaming other people, okay? Stop the blame game. Stop saying, well, if so-and-so hadn't done this, I wouldn't be in this position, okay? You may, that may be true on the surface, but what you're doing when you do that, when you blame people, is you're actually giving your power away to them, because you're letting them have all the power over something that just happened in your life. And you're saying that you can't change it, you can't do better because of that person. And that's just not how the universe works, okay? Everyone has equal opportunity to create their life, okay? So take full responsibility. That's the biggest thing. The second thing is you have to know what you don't want anymore, okay? You have to examine your life and you have to see, what is it that no longer serves me? What no longer serves you? So I have some really good questions for you, and you might want to like write these down or pause the video so that you can reflect on this later and answer these questions for yourself, because this is going to help you identify what you need to actually let go of, okay? So the first question is, what do I feel fed up with? Okay? What do I feel fed up with? Your emotions are clues into what is no longer serving you. So if you just feel like really, really fed up with a person or a situation or a place, like I know there's like this one Starbucks that I go to where I just feel like they're just never on point, you know, they just never make my drink right, they just don't have the right personality. I'm just always disappointed when I go there. So why would I keep going there? Do you see what I mean? I do it because it's on the way to certain things and it's convenient, but ultimately, if I go there again and I pay $5 or $6 for something that's super disappointing, or the person at the window is, you know, not really very friendly, well, then that's on me because I keep going there. Do you see what I'm saying? We need to go to the places and be with the people who introduce the things we want, the feelings that we want to experience, okay? So number 2, so the first one was, what do I feel fed up with? Okay, write that down. Number 2, what do I feel like is less than what I now deserve? Okay, because you've probably grown a lot in the past year, and you might be realizing that you actually deserve better than some of the things that you've ended up settling for. So what do I feel like is less than what I deserve now? And that word now is very important, because at one point that might have been your level of deservability, okay? That might have been how you felt about yourself. But you grow, and maybe now you have a higher self-esteem. You know your self-worth even more. You're looking at this situation and you're like, that you know what? I deserve way better than this. This is bullshit, okay? So ask yourself that, write that down so you can reflect on your own. What do I feel like is less than what I deserve now? Okay? Number 3, what people places, things, or foods/substances am I no longer a vibrational match to, okay? Meaning, when you're with those people or in those places or doing those things, or they can be objects in your house even, okay? Like this. I cleaned out a closet and I found this and I was like, I gotta do something with this. I'm not happy with it. I either have to paint over it, which I'm gonna talk about in my next video, or I have to throw it out or give it away, okay? Because I'm no longer willing to just let it take up energetic space in my life. So it can be something as small as something in your house that just keeps bugging the shit out of you, or it can be much bigger, okay? Like the person who you're with or married to or best friends with, or your job or something like that, okay? So write that down. What people, places, things, or food/substances am I no longer a vibrational match to, okay? Because your consciousness has been hiring and your vibration has been hiring, and maybe some of those other things don't really feel like they're appropriate for you anymore, okay? But first of all, in order to change them, you have to become aware of them. So this is going to require you to take some time of reflection, okay? So take some time to reflect. This would be a good day since it's the last day of the year, and think about what is just really not working. What have I outgrown? What's not working for me anymore, okay? So that I want to say in this video, just to make it short enough for most people, I'm going to make another video about the limiting beliefs and the subconscious blockages that you might have after you've identified what you want to let go of, what no longer serves you, okay? But that is, I believe it deserves a separate video. But for now, the two things you need to do is take full responsibility for what you've created up into the now moment, okay? Full responsibility. No more blaming other people, okay? Because here's the thing. When you blame other people, they're going to defend themselves. Nobody wants to be blamed, okay? So now you've created an energy of arguing, okay? That person, you blame them, they're going to defend themselves, which may make them blame you, which may make you defend yourself, and it just goes on and on and on. But if you stop all that and you say, you know what? Have you ever heard someone just go, you know what, my bad, I'm sorry, my bad. How can you argue with that? When someone finally just takes the responsibility and just says, you know what, actually, I created this and I take full responsibility. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm ready to just admit that I created this, whether consciously or subconsciously. And if I don't like it, it's up to me to unravel that. It's up to me to uncreate it or fix it or create something new to replace it, right? So work on that. Make sure you're not in victim mode. You want to be in creator mode, okay? And then work on your questions that I just gave you, those 3 questions, okay? And identify what you actually are trying to release for the new year. So in my next video after this, I'm going to talk, once you've got that, wrapped up, spend some time there, okay? Don't rush this. There is no rush, okay? Because you've got an eternity to get these things right. So don't rush yourself. Really spend some time reflecting. Maybe take a bath. Spend some time alone. I like to spend my New Year's Eve doing something healthy or alone with my dogs, because I see like birthdays and New Year's Eve, I see those as like milestones to reflect, okay, and to be alone. And when you're with a bunch of people, you're not really reflecting on yourself too much, okay? You're just responding to what's going on in the crowd. So go ahead and work on those, and then in my next video, we'll discuss now the subconscious blockages that could be slowing down your creation process, and how to identify those and how to ultimately reprogram that, okay? All right, guys, so I want you to have a very happy new year, and I'm really looking forward to 2019. Aloha.